Welcome back, friends. So, regular expressions part 2. Of course, CSC 1001 problem solving and programming. So, we are learning regular expressions. So, here I'm going to explain the in part 2. So, I'm going to discuss about various other expressions. Like first one, braces. So, the use of braces. Suppose if you mention anything in the braces like uh, m comma n, so then at least m times that particular word occurrence and at most n times the word or the character. So suppose for you, if you take the example called as so a of 2 comma 3, that means a is occurred minimum of 2 times, then maximum of 3 times, then it is valid, otherwise invalid. So for instance, take advise. So advice is a appeared only once, so it is invalid. So it is invalid. The next one, Malayalam. So Malayalam, in Malayalam, A is appeared. Yeah. So A didn't appear in the initial stage. So it is also, sorry, it is 4 times. So it is invalid. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times invalid. And third one is aviation. This is valid because A appeared for twice. We shall check it. I'm not changing the program. Just I'm giving the same thing. So 3 test cases now I'm giving. So my expression is A of 2 comma 3. Yeah. So advice invalid, aviation invalid, Malayalam invalid. So what it needs is, so A should appear minimum of 2 times continuously. That is a requirement. So 2 fat, sorry, yeah, 2 and A of 2 comma 3, FAT invalid, AFT valid, 2 times appear, AFT, oh sorry, I'll give the proper test cases. See, yeah, 2 test cases. We need A of 2 comma 3, AFT valid, AAFT valid. So that means A should appear at the initial place, and that too minimum of 2 times and maximum of 3 times. Yeah. So in this case all are invalid. So and if you give the test case like AAFT, then it is valid. And next one is group meta character. Group meta character in the sense within parentheses. Yeah. So within parentheses, what I can specify? See, suppose if I am specifying like F, okay, and the next character is B, R, M, E, E, T. That means what I am going to specify here? The start symbol can be F, or it can be B, or it can be M. Then the next stage will be E, E, T. This is the final stage. Yeah. So EET. So this is the start symbol. That means the string can start with either F, RB, RM, but it should end with EET. So this is the representation of the state transition diagram. So now, so how I can write the same thing representing C? Yeah. So first I'll clear that. You can see I'm running the same program for all the experimentation. See, my experimentation here, I'm going to give 4 test cases. Yeah, 4 test cases, and the representation is either F, RB, REM, ET. This is my pattern. Feet valid, beat valid, meet valid, neat invalid. So the same thing. So because it should start with either F, B or M and followed by E, E, T. This is must. So or I can give one test case, one more test case. F, R, B, R, M, E, T, melt. This is invalid. So because M is starting E, so with M I am going to here. Yeah, fine. E is fine. There is no L, so it will be stopped here. So it should reach to the final state. So that is a necessity. So these are some meta characters that we have discussed. But what happens if the meta characters are appearing inside the text? Okay, suppose for instance, cap is also appearing in the text like start to. Now I wanted to check. So whether I'm starting with, yeah, otherwise start. This is my string. So now I want to check whether I'm starting with cap S symbol or not. So then how can I check? Cap is already given for the cap is already given as a start symbol. How to represent the cap symbol inside the text? So how to check the pattern in this case? So in this case we can use escape sequences. Or backslash character. Backslash character is most powerful character which can use it to represent the some special characters. Yeah. Now if you specify backslash cap, then it will be considered as cap. It won't be considered as start symbol because it is a escape sequence. So now suppose if I mention my string like so it is indicating that cap is a symbol which is followed by A. Now we can see I'm starting with cap S. This is my pattern because I'm going to check whether I'm starting with cap S or not. So only one test case, cap symbol backslash cap S start. Now I'm going to start with start. Yeah, it is valid. So in previous case it will be invalid because cap will be considered as start of the symbol. So now what it indicates is that what I had given here, cap backslash cap. Yes. So I'm going to check all the strings. I'm going to verify whether the string is starting with cap and followed by yes. Cap which is followed by yes. So now if it is starting with like this, then it will be valid string, otherwise invalid string. So I'm going to give one more cap backslash cap. Yes. Sorry, I have to give the test case. Oh, yeah, fine. Cap backslash cap. Yes. Start. It is invalid. So now you might understand what is happening here. So this is one backslash character. Similar to the so backslash characters can be used for all the meta characters like cap, dollar, square bracket, and open brackets, R symbol, and so on. Now, so what are the other kinds of escape sequences? So there are some certain escape sequences. So the first one is \a. \a an. So if I give like this, so then it is valid if the set of characters are found in start of the string, at the starting position of sentence. Otherwise, so what are the examples? I can say that an eagle, valid. Anthony, valid. Tangent is invalid. So I'm going to verify the same thing. Just observe the output, same program. So 3 test cases, and my pattern is an. Yeah, an eagle is valid. Anthony is also valid. Then what is the third one? Yeah, tangent. Tangent is invalid. Even an is available inside the string. So what it is searching, if a given sentence, the first 2 letters are an, then it will be valid, otherwise invalid. So fine. Similarly, I am going to explain the \b. It is at the end. Valid if specified characters are at the end of the sentence. Don't forget that a sentence is nothing but a string. It's a single string. So \b, example, \b_on. So then it should be, my examples are nation, valid. Switch on, valid. Ontology, invalid. So now you can observe, so there are 3 patterns. So \b_on I'm giving. Yeah, my first example is nation is invalid. It should be, and yeah, sorry, yeah, if it is a \b is initial, then it should be available at the front. So you see, ontology is valid in this case. Yeah, ontology is valid, nation is invalid, and similarly switch on is also invalid. And at the same time you can see, suppose run file, 3 test cases. If I give on\b, then what will happen here? on\b, nation is invalid, ontology is invalid, switch on is also invalid. One second, let me check this. Yeah, there is a problem with the \on\b. So which is not working. Actually it should work, sorry, \b_on should work for this is off, so this will be off and this will be true. Actually \b_on and on\b will be reverse. So that means for nation it will be on, for switch on it will be on, for ontology it should be off. So but it is not working exactly. So I will check it and I will upload it in the comment. So just on backslash b. So if backslash b is at the end of the word, so end of the characters, then it is not working. So I'll keep a comment for this. Then similarly backslash b, then it will be true if the string is not starting with the given specified one. With the specified characters. Or I can say that simply quite opposite to the backslash b. So once again I'm repeating the backslash b. So I'm giving the test case. Yeah. So 3 test cases. Backslash b on is my pattern. Then nation is invalid. Switch on is invalid. Ontology is valid. So for backslash b, the same 3 test cases I'm giving. Backslash b on. So nation invalid and switch on invalid. Ontology is also invalid because it is not starting with on. The first one is not starting with on, and second one is also invalid, and last one is also invalid. So that's why it is not exactly opposite. So backslash b on. So if it is not starting with specified characters, it should be valid. Why it is giving invalid? Yeah, so I think it is not working properly. So we should verify these 2 things again. Then similarly, so we have another set of characters like special characters like backslash d, valid if digits are available. In a given string. Valid if digits are there in a given string. So you can see I'm giving 3 test cases. Backslash d, this is my backslash d I'm giving is a pattern. Then 1 2 3 abc, then it is valid. abc 1 2 3 1 3 4 def, it is invalid. Then abc 1 2 3, it is also invalid. Then backslash d, sorry, 3 test cases backslash d, and I'm giving the example as Python, it is invalid. 1 2 def 1 2, it is valid. 1 abc 1, so it is also valid. So valid if digits are there in a given string, and that too those digits should be available at the starting position. You might have seen the same pattern with this 0 to 9. This is similar to within square brackets 0 to 9. So similarly backslash d is similar to cap 0 to 9 that we have studied. If non-digit numbers are there, if non-digit characters are there, then it is valid. Yeah, you can see 3 test cases. Backslash d abc 1 2 3, is valid, and 1 2 3 ABC is invalid. ABC 1 2 3 ABC, it is valid because it is not starting with non-digit characters. Yeah, fine. So similarly, there are some other special characters like \s. \s is valid if any white space is there. In a given string. The white space can be \t, \n, \r, form feed, and carriage return, and tab, vertical tab, \v. So any of these things it can be. So I'm going to give an example, 3 test cases. So I'm going to give 4 test cases. So \s, yeah, switch on, white space is there, it's invalid, so switch valid. So starting space only, starting place, if you can find any backspace. So similarly tab, hello, it's valid. So likewise enter is in, sorry, \n, I might have given \n. So one test case I'll test. So \s, \n hello, it is also invalid. So it is not verifying the \n. So this is \s, and similarly \S is valid if there is no white space. Reverse of \s. Yeah. Now you can see this one. Yeah. 4 test cases. \S, hello, there is no space, valid. ABC 1 3 valid, there is no space. Space ABC invalid. Tab ABC invalid. So this is \s. Similarly we have \w. Valid if the string is starting with any alphanumeric character. The alphanumeric characters can be capital A to capital Z, alphabets, small a to small z, numericals 0 to 9, and one more important thing is underscore is also a alphanumeric character. Yeah. Now I'm going to explain this. So 4 test cases, \w. So ABC 1 2 3 is valid. 1 2 3 ABC is also valid. Underscore ABC is also valid. $1 ASD is invalid. So you can see if it is starting with these things, then it is valid, otherwise invalid. Similarly we have \w. You might have understood. So it should not start with capital A to Z, small a to Z, 0 to 9, and underscore. So now the same example, 4 test cases, \w, ABC 132 invalid, 1 3 4 ABC invalid, underscore ABC invalid, $ABS it's valid. And we have, so these are the specified strings, and we have capital Z also. We'll check whether the string contains these particular words at the end of the string or not. So suppose if I had given Python okay, THON/Z, then it will check whether the string is ending with THON or not. If it is ending, valid, otherwise invalid. So yeah, two test cases, /Z, sorry, I'll give another, yeah, two test cases, /thon/Z, Python is invalid, so Python is invalid. Two test cases, /Z, thon. 1 second. Why some of the / characters are not working? Two test cases, /Z, thon, Python is invalid, thon py is also invalid. I think this /Z is not working in the recent version. So these are the some / characters. However, they are little tricky. You have to practice a lot. So I would like to inform that there are certain / characters like /B capital, /capital B, /D /capital D, /S, /S, /W, and /capital W, and /Z. So along with the group and branches, at least and at most. So this is the session which is covering this part. Next session we shall work on the strings. Thank you for watching the video.